It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. Figures the Sifu would be interested in seeing you.
Sibi? La fanen aginkan man. Geratna fal hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
Schleine verrotna mika.
There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war.
Waka mun lo sada.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Papa mos.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others.
Karap la wute.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe.
Papa mos.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks.
Gelen denken of wotne ja.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Polo sekade podo.
Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again.
Gelen one thing.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Labu.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you. The will to do good.
Mus.
Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
What?
You have things to do, places to...
Guaremba.
Understands completely. Asks if there's any point in trying to... Says you'll see each other later. Up for grabs. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky especially. Watch you, Flex. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade. And sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim. But you need practice, lots of practice. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thing. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. Sometimes he's an expert, but sometimes he just does what's right. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Kalino?
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Minalagi mamuru.
You'll continue to build on the basics. Talent will only take you so far.
Kalino?
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Kalino?
She won't live forever, you know that. But she intends to make the most of every day she gets, especially the ones you share together.
Yo no massa manbarud.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed down along the way. She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Andro?
If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right.
Andro?
The most important thing is that you're okay.
Pial tu, ma.
It's time to focus on your training now. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Kuali.
He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training.
Waksa nach Kale sagen?
He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future.
Badan Udidimada Bulshada.
He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
La fea nuch.
He's curious to see what you've found.
Jak intan kakuru.
He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left forgotten at the bottom of a pile of recyclables.
Unklump.
He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Zif.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you, wear it to practice.
Kaguhu.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Tateko baba sakting.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Beri?
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Tateko baba sakting.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Andro?
That's all she's ever asked of you.
Tukonda.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Anaro lute.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Catchy.
Asana yotutupu.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Kamonu.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Sana yote.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Beri?
Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion.
Kamonu.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Yo no massa manbaru.
Everything ends, both good and bad. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hog. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Not really. It's west of Bricktown. You can spot Gizmo's chug yard from the hill it resides on. Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done with one place, you just build another. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried. Every day is a new chance to fulfill your destiny. Let's see. The dark time's finishing for now. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place. This one seems to be in good spirits, despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature to help those in need. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner... Is grateful you chose that. You can't be good without doing good for others.
Beat out that spark before it starts.
It was so young, so fragile. It had so much to give.
Better to take it down now while you still can.
Fire catches. Eventually.
You feel like you've figured it out. It's a new day to you. Might as well enjoy it. You found the track! Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the track somehow made it. When Toxanol abandoned the place, it fell apart fast. Not too many like living in a ruin hole like this. The tracks moved on from Bricktown, and you should too. Would you look at that? Looks like the fry sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Good to be able to get stuff done while the world is awake. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. The rails used to be filled with chugs packed tight with two-leggeds, like guppos in a tin. You're on... is always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bonker Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Let's see. Don't flinch away from this. It's your moment. You need to focus. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story. He'd lie if he claimed it was all good. You changed after your Mooma and Popsy passed, and he understands why you had to leave. The old village being a constant reminder of what happened. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo encourages that. You should forgive, but never forget. It'll provide some comfort to your soul and keep the memory of lost loved ones in your heart.
Light instantly banishes dark.
The dark strikes back.
That's not that dark. More like long shadows.
The shadows are growing longer again.
We'll beat them back.
Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seemed so centered and so seeking. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. That's what he decided to call it after he saw it for the first time. It's big and fluffy. That's accurate enough. If you can see past the blue color, that is. The struggle is real. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. Still feel dizzy? That means you're still alive. The spent nuclear fuel, the toxinol dumped in the surf, had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. Need the right key? Oh, it's locked. This won't be a field trip. It's the real thing. Locked. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. This box once tailed a chugger-chugger. Now it's just off track. Look at that, right in the chug yard. Follow the rails and you'll find all sorts of little treasures scattered all over the place. Who do you think? You're not the first wanderer in these parts. Good work finding that track. They can teach you so much about the world. Keep looking for more. Heroes are only heroes for others, but they do the work, or they're heroes to no one. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Ah, that wood scrap seems like it would be perfect for your plans. That's a Jagni tribe outpost. Great shot. There's still time before the dawn. Says it's about time you figured out you can't avoid helping anymore. Wishes you goodbye. Mercadorpa's outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold. Let's see.
Madasulu Kubu
Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. If you can, you should try to convince the captain to give up the outpost and join your cause. They're ready to enter the outpost when you are. Every step you take towards your end goal will bring you closer to a better world. Here's the first line of defense. Spot, corrected. That twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Everything's clocking together. Find a key that fits. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Says the tribe's been hard on them. Won't hesitate to carve out some revenge on those who hurt them. A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks explode. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. It's complicated. Give it another try. Oh, you're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon. Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too. He knows things that you need to know. The rival tribe still has 2 outposts left. It's up to you to change that. Thinks Goop is just, you know, goofy. Says you'll meet again. He knows things that you need to know. The rival tribe still has 2 outposts left. Sparkles about how brilliant it is. Says goodbye to you. He knows things that you need to. Has plenty to do, so no. The day is wasting. Time to get to it. It's Bionucleus 6D. Hopefully there's nothing active inside. Check out that plastic scrap over there. This area is biocontaminated. It's really hazardous. Thinks it's kind of strange you haven't met Lobo yet. You ever ride a blimp? Hopes to... That's a neat fixer-upper. You should check it out. Glad to see some wood scrap there. There's a monolith right there. Keep your eyes out for Nono. Didn't quite get that sunbright lined up right. Didn't quite get that sunbright lined up right. You got it dialed in. See where that light leads? This area is blazing hot. You'd better have something that'll keep you cool if you're going in. Nice. Some barked wood scrap for you. Crack-a-doodle. Every bit of your gear is soaked. How high can you go? Let's see. The Scanaptrut outpost. The Jagni tribe first nested here long ago. Says they've been waiting for you to help them liberate the outpost. Just keep going while you can and don't stop until all outposts are under your control. Says scouts spotted a moth nest close to the outpost. If you destroy that, the moths should infest the place, looking for a new home. Figures the moths will drive everyone in the outpost nuts. That's when you dive in. Just get to it and destroy it. That's going to leave a mark. It's so active out here with the light. No hope of that with as little energy as you have. One down. Right in the face. It's not getting any brighter. Nice work. No more moth's nest. There go the moths toward the outpost. They're good and mad. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. should cover up your most important parts. What? He says you did a great job capturing the rival's second outpost. You've earned the privilege of wearing the tribe's colors. No, you have the tribe's support. Says back in the old times, sludge just piped into your house. Now you must wait for a truck to bring your sludge to you, and theirs is late. They're desperate for their sludge. Could you figure out what happened? Thinks, yeah, the sludge truck is late all the time, but never this late. Says the sludge truck usually comes from that direction.
Tare toma, adwa leche.
Just go find the truck and figure out what happened to it.
Della lavala sa ruma.
Otherwise, they're going to run out of sludge fast.
Della lavala sa ruma.
Seems choked up about it, but it might just be the air crud around here.